Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and back with more Mystic Destinies. Sure. I'm trying to. I was trying to actually look up. It's a walkthrough to how to get the ends. Okay, so there's apparently a mystic end, a passionate end, and a dark end. But what's the dark end? I'm curious. I just want to know what end we get. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the endings. I was actually trying to see what the endings were, and this is a walkthrough. Um. Anyway, I just wanted to see what the different endings. I don't know what they are, but anyway, so let's just go through and we'll see what happens. It's been nearly 2 weeks since Sho came back to me, but I haven't been able to see him much. We've been spending so much time trying to catch up on what we missed with school and just trying to get back into the normal routine of life. So unfortunately, we've ended up having to mostly text each other. Sho went to visit his parents a few days ago, and I haven't heard much from him since. Just a few texts here and there to let me know he's doing okay. Sorry, I was actually trying to read and scroll through. But yeah, okay, so I'm trying to scroll through and see if we could, but I don't think we'll be able to figure it out. Sorry. Well, that is, until he called me late last night asking me out on an actual date. I was thinking, this time, do you want to go on a real date? That was all he had to say to get me excited. And that's how I found myself standing in front of a mirror staring at myself. Still dressed in my pajamas, I hold up outfit after outfit in front of myself. Too flashy, too boring, too inappropriate, too night at the opera, too... Why do I even own this? Nothing seems to be quite right. With a sigh, I chuck all the rejects onto my bed and stare at my own reflection. Too small, too small, too small, too small, too small, too small. That's 90% of my clothes right there. I place a hand over my rapidly beating heart. Why am I so nervous? It's nothing big, just a date with Sho. At that simple thought, I can feel my heart begin to beat even faster. If anything, thinking about it has made me even more nervous. I wonder if this is the passionate end. Ugh, I give up. I suddenly understand that finding the perfect outfit for something like this is next to impossible. So I instead just get changed into something I know I look nice in. Sho liked this last time, after all. Maybe it'd be kind of like a do-over? I get changed and wait at my desk. As the seconds relentlessly tick away, the butterflies in my stomach seem to only grow in numbers. I need something to help me calm down. With that thought, I head to the kitchen. With shaky hands, I somehow manage to finally make myself a cup of chamomile tea. As I move to take a sip, the sound of the doorbell rings through the whole apartment. Crap! I jump at the sudden sound, nearly dropping my cup in the process. My heart starts up its anxious dance once more. I rush to open the door. Aw, he looks normal! Sho, you're here! Sho stares at me, looking rather confused. Out of nowhere, he laughs. Is that for me? Huh? He points to the teacup I'm still holding. It's the first time someone made me tea before I even came over. Heat rises to my cheeks. Oh! No, I was just about to drink it when you rang the doorbell. I guess I just forgot to put it down. Sho's eyes still shine with mirth. Ready to go then? 1 second. I down my tea like a shot and put the cup on a shelf. Now I am. Yeah, I put my cup on a shelf all the time when it's been just used. Hand in hand, we slowly walk through Chawa. From one little shop to the next, we end up looking through all sorts of curious things. As we walk down the street, Sho suddenly stops at a vending machine alongside the road. There's countless charms and trinkets within, some cute, some a little odd. Sho stares at the display, then quickly punches in what he wants. A pair of charms are dispensed, and he turns around to me. Here, one for you, one for me. They're good luck charms. He hands one to me. Thank you, Sho. Do these actually work then? I feel a little silly for asking, but I've learned to expect things I wouldn't previously have expected. Shakes his head with a chuckle. No, these are pretty bogus, since good luck is one of the few things that can't be easily affected. You have to have the favor of most powerful gods to actually get your luck changed drastically. Oh, I see. Well, still, thank you. I immediately attached the charm to my keys. A gift from Sho. I can't help but smile. That's so adorable. Actually, I did consider getting some of the loved ones, but that's almost like saying we'll need it or something. We'll make our own luck together. Sho takes my hand with a smile, our fingers intertwined. He places a gentle kiss on the back of my hand. It's a promise. My heart flutters at the feeling of his lips on my skin. Let's go look at some other stuff. I begin pulling Sho along behind me and desperately hope my heart will stop going crazy. It's all Sho's fault my heart won't calm down. We've come to the Blue Sky Cafe again, as it seems I've grown attached to the relaxed, bright atmosphere. You know, the drinks here are really the best. Should I not tell your boss you said that? What? Oh, no, I just meant that the drinks are really high quality. Galen's themselves can be a bit unstable with his random concoctions. What do you mean by that? Everything I've ever ordered always tastes good. She means that Galen sometimes takes it upon himself to create new drinks. We both look up. I didn't know who's saying it. We both look up to see Chisaki standing there. She inclines her head slightly. Hi, Mrs. Yakamura. How are you? How do you know about Galen's drinks? I'm doing well, thank you. To answer your question, sometimes I visit Galen's coffee house. He's been there many years, so he's well known in Showa. But I'm still very new. Chisaki smiles and moves a blue strand of hair out of her face. I came there to learn from the best, and he's great company too. He certainly is. But his original drinks can definitely be hit or miss, and Gal knows that. However, it's the only way he'll ever create something new, and when he succeeds, the result is divine. You can't be afraid of making mistakes, Chisaki, or you'll never achieve anything good ever. Either. Chisaki closes her eyes and smiles serenely. She inhales as if she's smelling some sweet scent from her memory. When she opens her eyes, I can see a mischievous glint in them again, and I tense up. So how about you two? Have you decided to take a chance on doing something new? Or is this simply more of the old? Her blue eyes settle squarely on Sho, but he boldly meets them with his own gold ones. I agree with Galen's thinking. We decided to be a little crazy and try something new ourselves. Chisaki raises one eyebrow. So no undate this time. Not in the least. The way Sho says this so proudly makes me look down at my tea in embarrassment. I proudly look in embarrassment. Okay. Oh, well, that's good news, at least for you two. Does Tatsuya happen to know about this? Sho and I look at each other, questioning. Do any of our friends know? Well, they've probably figured out how we feel. The thought is even more embarrassing. I shift uncomfortably, just imagining the potential teasing from Shinji. Well, never mind that. He'll find out in due time anyway. It is a shame, though. You're such a lovely young girl. I would have loved to have had you for a daughter-in-law. But I guess having you for a cousin might not be so bad either. Chisaki bows slightly. My best wishes to you and your love, you two. I hope you have a wonderful date. Can my face get any redder right now? I glance at Sho, and he seems flustered too. Thank you, Miss Yakamura. Without another word, Chisaki turns and floats away. Sho and I both seem unable to look at each other right now, and so focus on our food. A cousin to her. I do the math in my head and realize what she means. Married? Oh. I look up at Sho at the same time he looks at me. When our eyes meet, he puts his hand over mine and smiles. Maybe one day. I was like, is that it? Holy crap. After lunch, we decide to have a look around the upscale end of Showa, and I'm immediately drawn to one of the shops. I've always wanted to visit this place. With Sho following me inside without complaint, I finally get to look around at the countless adorable accessories. Dude, those dresses are cute right there. As I look around all the cute little accessories, I suddenly feel like I'm being watched. Oh no. For a moment, I'm terrified it's the stalker again. But when I look up, I see Sho staring at me with an intensely serious look on his face. I don't think Sho realizes I'm looking at him at first, because he suddenly looks surprised. Is something wrong, Sho? No, it's just... He clears his throat. Sorry that I stared, but you just look so beautiful I couldn't help myself. I feel my whole body heat up, and I'm fairly sure that I must resemble a lobster. Oh, thank you. Whatever I was expecting to hear, a sudden compliment was not one of them. After that, we leave the shop and start moving toward Veritas, when Sho stops me. Hey, I want to take you somewhere. Somewhere that's very special to me. Really? I guess you won't tell me where it is, though? I already know what he's going to say to that. No, you'll just have to wait and see. Pfft, knew it. I hold back a giggle and let Sho lead the way. He takes me through an unfamiliar exit out of Chawa. So he wasn't kidding that day when he said Chawa has many different entrances and exits all over the place. And it seems that this particular exit leads straight into Hawara Campus. Sho took me all the way through campus, through the drama department, and right onto the stage I once saw him on. As we stand on the very stage itself, I can't help but feel more than a little giddy. The last time I was here, I was in the audience, but being here on the stage feels so much different. So much different. I turned to Sho with a laugh. I guess I really shouldn't be surprised you brought me here. Being here now, though, I can't help but think back when I saw you act. I still haven't forgotten how amazing you were. I turned to face the empty audience seats. Everything looks so much different from up here. I think I can see why you enjoy being on stage so much. For you, this is your world, where everyone can see you shine. Sho smiles back at me and reaches out to touch my cheek for a moment. I'm so glad you understand, without me even saying anything. You're really amazing, Inara, sparkles the unicorn. Sho drops his hand and stares off into the darkened auditorium. Like always, I can tell something is on his mind. If we have to name her in the next, I'm gonna name her Inara Sparkles. Maybe instead of saying Fujimoto, they'll be like Sparkles. Or Bubbles. Anyway, like always, I can tell something is on his mind. So, will you tell me why you brought me here? Sho doesn't say anything at first. His brow creases into a slight frown, and it's not hard to tell he's thinking about something. For now, I'm content to wait for him to begin talking. Sho is half facing away from me, which makes it all too easy to admire his handsome profile under the spotlights. In an instant, his pensive expression disappears. He finally smiles and turns to look at me. Inara, what are your plans for the future? What do you want to do after you finish school here? His unexpected question throws me off, and Sho continues to talk. I know you mentioned that you want to take over your dad's company after he retires, but what else do you want to do? I want to know everything. I want to know all of your hopes and dreams, however big or small they might be. I didn't realize that I moved my mouse and it backed up and I didn't do my scrolly thing. That was weird. Anyway, I hope that I can be there for you, with you, to help you achieve everything and support you through life. Oh, Sho. Ignoring the now seemingly ever-present butterflies in my stomach, I try to think on his question. My main goal has always been to eventually take over Shinomura Industries, but beyond that I haven't really thought about it. As if struck by lightning, a sudden thought comes to mind. There's so much I could do in life, even more so now since I have this new world open to me. I look up at Sho and say, I think I haven't really thought about anything else that I might want to do in the future. Somehow I always assumed that I could figure out the rest after I reached my main goal. I wouldn't mind figuring it out with you, though. What about you, Sho? What do you want? An odd expression flashes on Sho's face for the briefest of moments. Ever since I became a Dark Phoenix, it's like everything suddenly changed. It changed how my own people view me, though I guess I can't really call them my people anymore. After I went to visit my parents, I realized something. I can't keep on living like I used to. Dying helped me learn how to value my life more, to value myself and have more confidence in both myself and my abilities, whether they're magical or mundane. Sho pauses and takes a deep breath. I still want to be an actor, maybe even more than before. My old worries about pleasing my family and eternally trying to get their attention were holding me back. I know now that I shouldn't have to give up myself to make my family happy. And he sighs. Before death, even though I love acting, I was seriously thinking about giving it up just to make my parents happy. Even when I was acting, I realized I was using it as an escape, so I never had to face any of the harsh realities of how they treated me. Everything I did in my life revolved around them. But now I realize that I need to stop trying to please them or letting my need for their attention ruin or run my life. I'll just be myself. I'll take the bad and the good and grow into the person I want to be. Sho's words carry such an emotion that I'm not sure what to do. I get an overwhelming need to hug him, but I know he has to let it all out, so I simply continue to listen. I was so unsure of myself, stuck between wanting to please my parents and follow my dreams. I would have given up everything just to make my parents happy. But then you came crashing into my life. When you bumped into me that day, everything changed. Seeing you then, I think I already felt the spark of something. He takes a step closer to me. Just having someone like you close to me, being my friend, it made me want to become better. First, it was just wanting to be better with my own powers, so I could help you and protect you, because you were going through such a hard time. I wanted to be there for you without holding you back. Then, I realized I wanted to do better in other parts of my life. Suddenly, I became so sure of myself. You helped me realize that I should follow my own path, become who I want to be, and that there was more to life than having my parents' love and attention. Another step closer. You gave me the strength to stand on my own. You helped me be brave. You are my everything. I love you so much that sometimes I don't even know what to do with myself. I get so ridiculously happy just seeing you. Your smile makes my heart flutter, and holding hands with you makes me feel like I'm flying. And he has wings. Yet another step. Sho closes the distance between us. His eyes shine with passion like liquid gold. The way he looks at me, I can't look away. I don't want to. Sho wraps his arms around me, pulling me closer. I can feel the rise and fall of his chest, and the way his heart beats for me. You're also my weakness, but I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. I love you, Sparkles the unicorn. I'm sorry, I just had to ruin that touching moment because I don't know how to handle this. His lips crash onto mine with a need so deep, so hungry, I can feel it with my whole being. Sure. We kiss under the spotlights. Sho's soft lips against mine, his warm arms around me, his heart beating wildly against mine. I run my hands through his hair, and he sighs into the kiss. He pulls me even closer. His body burns hot. I can feel every inch of him. I'm sure you can. After what feels like a sweet eternity, Sho pulls back, breathing hard. With swollen lips, he grins down at me. I'm not done with you. I grin and pull him down for another much quicker kiss. When I pull back, he pouts at me, then laughs. Sho, I love you too. I love you so much sometimes that it feels like my heart will simply explode from happiness. You are so, so important to me. For a moment, I think Sho might kiss me again. I don't think my heart could take it right now, not here. Anyone could walk in on us at any given moment. I try to calm my own heart. No, it wouldn't be good to get caught. Right under the spotlights, too. Well, why don't we go home now? It's hard to get the words out. It still feels like my heart is beating away in my throat. Well, okay. Sho pouts a little, but lets me go. It feels strangely lonely not to feel his warmth surrounding me. Sho holds out his hand to me and winks. Come on, I'll walk you home, my princess. I take his hand without hesitation. We walk out together, and somehow I know our hearts are still in sync. I don't know. I'm assuming that was the... can we go into... Oh, so we only... Okay, so I guess those are from other endings. Ah, that's cute. Why do we have, though... Oh, because his path is out. That's why. So... I want to see something. Oh, that sucks. I didn't save, so whatever. But I really wonder... Oh, cool. We can totally select it from there, so we don't have to, yeah. Anyway. So I don't know what ending that was. I'm assuming that was the passionate ending, because, you know. But he also became a Dark Phoenix, so... Who knows? I'm not sure how you know. Well, I wonder, hold on a second. What happens if we do this? Oh, we did! Okay, cool, we got the passionate end. Nice! I like how it tells you, and it's not just like end 1, 2. Cool. That was because we were super nice to him the whole entire time, so. I'm not going to, I know for my other, little romancy novel that I'm doing, I'm kind of showing all the ends. I'm not going to do that with this one. I'm actually, just because that one, I kind of feel like experiencing all the ends and experiencing each story kind of links into the whole. And this one, I kind of feel like it's just you pick one path or the other, and this is the story, and then that's it. And yes, you can go in and play all these other options still, but it's not like it changes anything. So, like, going back and playing Tatsuya's Path, which is the one we'll do next, it's not tying into Show's story. Like, you literally, like, say you bought the whole game and you had all 5 paths. You pick one, you play it, and there you go. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like it's linked somehow, but anyway, I don't know if that makes sense. If you're watching the other one, I guess it kind of does, but anyway, so I will wrap this part up here, and when we come back in the next part, we will start on Tatsuya's Path. I don't think... Well, wait, there's an epilogue. Oh, wait, can we see the... Oh, that's probably what we did to him, so let's actually go back. So, it's been 5 months since the incidents at Caro Mansion. Your relationship with Sho is going well, and you even bring him along to meet your family. But there are still some things you feel Sho is keeping from you about his new life. An incident ends up bringing the two of you closer, but it may also serve as a dark omen for the future. Oh, and now his thing is, having you by my side makes me feel braver. Interesting. So this, okay, so we know all of this. He dislikes ghosts. It's randomly funny. So then this, okay, the unseen, we didn't have this before. Dark phoenixes are phoenixes who have died as a result of a heroic sacrifice. Deemed as worthy by the stars, they have regained the gift of resurrection and returned to life. Their fires are either tinted or completely black with only hints of red remaining. This causes the rest of the phoenix race to see them as evil and twisted. Dark phoenixes are generally considered corrupted versions of the perceived true phoenixes. Ironically, they are closer to the legendary firstborn beings of fire than current phoenixes themselves. I think it's really funny if you read this, because they're phoenixes who have died as a result of a heroic sacrifice and are reborn, and yet then phoenixes are like, bastards. Really? They're better than you. Like, I think it's a jealousy thing. Because, like, a regular phoenix is like, hey, I was born this way, and you were made, and you're so much better than me because you gave up your life heroically, and were given the gift of being reborn, but I'm going to think that you're shit under my shoes because of that? Like, whoa. Dude. Backing on up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, dark phoenixes are, like, way better. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I'm assuming he was always going to turn into a Dark Phoenix, and that was the whole... What's the prologue? Oh, no, whoops. Let's go back to the menu. I didn't really want to do that again. Anyway, so I will wrap this up here. I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.